Hello and welcome to Pardon the Interception, Season 37, Week 11, with your hosts, myself, Lee Wood.
Nick Taylor.
It's me, Mario.
Playoffs. Let's see what happened in Wildcard Week, starting off as ever with the GFL.
The Guffle.
The Goffle.
This is where we remind ourselves who's actually in the playoffs.
Well, I can tell you who's no longer in the playoffs, and that's the Hergadurga Hulk.
Very disappointing.
Well, I did enjoy Gary's comment on the last video, so there you go.
Gary got absolutely dominated. Dominated on offense, dominated on defense, dominated on special teams. By Aaron,
In general, the games weren't that close, other than I guess the Rockets Lightning is kind of close, but
the Rockets Lightning was defined by turnovers.
Yeah,
one of those.
Turnovers. Mind you, the Lightning had one quarter that is just absurd, like 25 points. That will also do it.
That does help.
Bam.
Look at the turnovers.
That's pretty.
Well, like the Lightning did have 5 fumbles and then just recovered 4 of them, so
that does help.
It could have easily gone the other way as well.
Because the ball hit the floor and then got trapped in the player's beard. My theory, anyway.
So, what does that?
The interesting thing with that game was actually like the MVP award was an inside linebacker, and I realized he had 2 interceptions for touchdowns. That's how you do it.
Man behind you.
Yeah, they weren't paying attention to his name.
He ended up behind you.
So, what does that give us in the next round?
Some stuff.
There's some stuff indeed.
We get the greatest game of all.
Lightning.
Dark Lord of the Delta versus the Dark Lord of the Guffle. Beach Breakers race. Aaron gets shown, what real gridiron is.
What do I need? What did I ask question marks last time? That's right. I remember.
Where's my stamp? I found my stamp. There it is.
I'm going with one away win, which is controversial. Simon wins this week just by going home.
Not always.
Well, I mean, that's usually the play, right? I think the Saints Blaze game should be a good one, though.
That should be a great game.
It should be a good game. I've given it to the home team just.
What?
Dum
dum dum dum dum dum dum dun 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 dun.
I actually don't know who's winning that game. Let's go for home teams. Screw it.
And
when in doubt, go with the home.
Come on, the Blaze.
Home team.
Blaze.
Blazing squad.
I'm back in Chris's blazing squad.
So
actually, like for week 2 of the playoffs, that's like
some tough games there.
Closer than they usually are. So
they usually just like home's gonna win. What a boring week.
Yeah. Like autopilot all the home teams.
And then on to the Atlantic with one close game.
I feel like the Blues Spartans game, that feels like an upset in general. I imagine most people would have thought the Spartans were going to win that one. Heroes did well against the Stingrays as well. It's quite impressive. That the Spartans Blues game was like a turnover fest as well. So Blues just decided to not show up for 3 quarters, and then the last quarter just decided to win the game. So that one.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think like I was impressed with the Heroes as well. Always good. Stingrays had a few extra turnovers, but
the Heroes are quite a dark horse now. Having beat the Avalanche and now beating the Stingrays, like what's going on?
I think the Heroes were always good. They just started the season off on
I
sort of
I
the
think
wrong
that
foot.
they just got forgotten about.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean they have 2 losses to the Generals by the looks of it. So
Mm.
and they lost to the Snow Bears and the Barbarians. So like,
Mm.
Barbarians are lost there, but yeah.
So, what does that give us going into week 12?
I mean, this is a tasty round of fixtures as well, I have to say.
Mm.
Like,
Is it though?
I mean, they should be close games.
True.
I think autopiloting on the, I don't know, on the home teams might still be the play just because they're the home teams. But I don't know.
Fair, Snow Bears Outlaws is going to be a close one, right? Surely.
It should
Well,
be.
I think maybe we've all underestimated the Blues. Like they look like they can get results when they need to. So
That is true. But the Razorbacks are dominant.
yeah.
Avalanche should beat the Generals. These two are the ones that are hard.
Yeah.
The Magpies
Well,
suck.
I'm going Blues here, so it's just, I don't know why I just fancy the
Magpies
Blues to win
suck.
up. The thing is, like that game is super interesting because the Heroes' offense is really good and Magpies' defense is really good. So, like, it's whoever can get on top there. Like,
Didn't I beat the Magpies in the
You did.
season?
You did, Lee.
Yeah.
lucky.
Does say a lot about the Magpies, right? That's convinced me.
I mean, the Magpies did have 2 losses. One was to Lee and one was to the Avalanche.
If Lee can beat the Magpies,
Yeah. I mean,
who do I go for up here though?
biggest problem with the Magpies, I think, is like if they concede like 2 touchdowns, they struggle to win because they don't seem to be able to score enough points.
Mm.
But I do like them, so
The Heroes are on a roll. They're gonna go far, kid. You just can't back them because they don't have a logo.
that's not true because I backed the Blues here. So
True,
but their logo is just blue on blue.
what you're forgetting is that I do love a defense.
That's fair.
But then let's back the Magpies. I really, I was going to say I really don't know about the bottom game, but probably do. It's that point where you go, you really want the Outlaws to win, but the Snow Bears are probably going to win, right? So
I'll back the Sandbagger.
we'll go with the Snow Bears, but hope the Outlaws win. That's the way I'm going to play it.
We all hope the Outlaws win.
Oh. That brings us on to the one interesting week in the Big Sky because we do not have a Rivets game to look at.
Boring, boring, boring. Big.
I mean, it wasn't that exciting. In all fairness, the 4 home teams won.
Sharks Fire game was okay. The others were a bit lackluster.
Gary fucking Stevens lost.
I know, it's Gary fucking Stevens.
So,
But
yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what to say about the Big Sky because you want to get excited about a week where there's no Rivets games, but the scores don't really make it that exciting.
Yeah. So I think it's looking at here and going, can the impossible happen?
What, a non-home team winning? I don't know. Like, I think those 4 teams are just like better than everyone else. But
I'm
feel
on
free
the
to prove me
Sharks
wrong.
train, man.
I think the Packers have a reasonable chance.
BBP do have a decent chance.
Yeah, they do.
I can't see the Sharks beating the Phoenix, I'm afraid.
Sharks Phoenix. You reckon?
Phoenix like 10-0'd this season, and Sharks went 6-4. So
the Sharks do look good.
Phoenix at home.
Yeah,
I can't.
you probably.
I mean, I'm happy to be wrong, but I can't see it.
It would be
any other
good.
way, so. I mean, the best place I'd like to be wrong is the Rivets Eagles game, but
That's true.
I'm smoking crack for that.
The Weasels Hornets is troubling for me.
Weasels.
Me and Nick have just clicked the Hornets because they're the Hornets, to be honest.
Yeah, I
The
know,
thing
but
i-
like, it's
the
actually
thing
going to be a
is,
really
like-
close game, I think.
Yeah, but like Hornets, what is it? Colin Andrew has the heroes as well, and they always seem to go quite deep. Their only loss is the Phoenix this season, so
Hornets, Horned Giant Hornets.
I honestly think that Andy Bate has got Conrad's number.
The Master.
well,
you
yeah.
mean?
I reckon he's got it. He's
Call it
got
now.
the
Love it,
recipe. Calling it.
Love it. I'll get out the party hat and streamers.
Would
Uh,
like if I think if anyone ever beats the Rivets, we just have to start the show with like the Big Sky and talk about it for a good 20 minutes.
I think it becomes its own show that we actually go into depth on the game.
We run the whole play-by-play.
Yeah, pretty much. And the Continental.
Now these are some closer games.
I mean, I like the amount of points scored in most of these games. Got
Angels
another
always-
playoff game that ends 58-55
well,
There's a
it's
reason
the-
for that, Lee.
but
because the Angels
though,
are
right?
playing.
Exactly. Because North Yorkshire Angels, best team in gridiron.
Did take them overtime to do it.
That's just they wanted to, do something for the spectators.
You see, the
You
only
see what-
annoying thing about that isn't that the one where we could have had a caretaker taking down a bowl.
And it did go to overtime.
Yeah.
But like and the Spartans wide receiver had 500 receiving yards.
Ding
Jesus.
dong,
West-
Yorkshire.
think we have to click into some of these.
Yeah, it's like 500 receiving yards is nuts for a receiver. It's a proper aerial battle, this one. What, nearly 1,200 passing yards in the game? So,
Just insane.
yeah, that one is pretty nutty to say.
Oh.
Oh, man.
With only 4 interceptions as well.
Yeah. Lot
I
of
think the
completions.
scarier thing is the the Spartans, nearly 600 passing yards, only came off 35 attempts.
Yeah. It's good completion rates.
So they need, Lee.
I mean, the Destruction Westies game is entertaining as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
the
went
good
to
news.
overtime as well.
But 7 turnovers for the Westies.
Could have happened to a nicer man.
Another defensive player getting MVP as well. Quartermaster getting a touchdown and a second interception.
And shitty college names.
Man,
Badgers,
we're
come
gonna
on, be
get
an
Badgers.
overtime game.
No, but look at the turnovers in this game.
Jeez.
Badgers
Many
only had-
turnovers.
Badgers only have 7 first downs as well.
That's
Early
impressive.
entertaining. Yeah, there's a lot of. It looks like a lot of good kick returns and punt returns and stuff. So, well, maybe not punt returns.
Well, they throw the ball too
And-
much there. That was their problem.
Entertaining though, I have to say those games were very entertaining.
So that gives us an interesting week.
Yeah, I don't really know who's winning in these ones. Not that I know who's winning anywhere, but that Royals Angels game could be a good one.
Going to be
Well, the best.
spicy.
Yeah, their games are is interesting.
I think I'm going to have to go home with that though. As much as I want the Angels to win.
Oh yeah, we all want the Angels to win, but some of us take this very seriously. Some of us do not.
Some of
normally,
us are
to be
not
fair.
two-time defending champs.
That is true. Do you like the way a lot of these are divisional games, which makes them a bit more sweet?
Yeah, and all the seasonal records are pretty close for all these teams. There's no standout bad option here. Guess we've got to go Thunder, right?
The thunder,
Well,
lightning,
Thunder
and the
was that
thunder.
Rudnuth. Rudnut. I think that's how you say it. Anyway, that's a bit boring. Okay.
Rudnut.
Looks like this is taking too long. Home.
Well, the top two were like 50-50s. It's just the Destruction Thunder game that I wasn't sure about. So, but,
Okay. So on to the deltoids.
You're a deltoid.
We might as well call it over now because the Cougars have been knocked out, which means no one can stop the Venom anymore.
it's true. That is very true.
Yeah, fuck you, Eric.
The Metros ran the Warriors closer than I expected, even though I probably backed the Metros to win.
You do realise I have
Metros
been
did
knocked
have
out of the playoffs by other people, Lee. Just
I know, but not as many times as the Cougars.
Metros did have 7 turnovers as well. So
Metros Warriors is like a masterclass in winning disgustingly.
yeah, I mean Metros have nearly 700 offensive yards.
I click into it, Lee. It's like
So,
it is a masterclass in like
it's just
a disgusting game.
Couldn't have happened to a nicer person, Simon. Mr. Miles knows how to win dirty.
Couldn't have said it better, Lee.
all about the kick returns, isn't it? Special
I like
teams going.
Jonathan's comments good as well. That robbery. Yep. Does mean Jonathan gets to get smashed this week though, so it's all good, Lee. It's all good.
Fair enough.
Other games being less exciting, I think.
Yeah, I would agree with that. So that gives us these lovely games to look at. No La Jolla, which is just weird.
No La Jolla.
Yeah.
They've gone on a La Jolly season, this off season.
That's an easy one as well. Forgot about that one. These two are harder.
Yeah.
I want to say the Centurions. I'm going with the Sunblazers.
Some Blazers look good, but York always find a way.
Are you trying to tell me that they're the nature of the GFL Delta?
Exactly.
You are not Jeff Goldblum.
Trying very hard not to just keep picking all the home teams, but it seems
it's really difficult.
That's because it's the not the wild card week, the week after the wild card week, when we get the real teams up here.
There we go.
Divisional week.
We'll lock in 4 home teams again.
40, it's the year of the 49ers.
The year 49ers are Hammy Sharks.
The Hammer Sharks have got players on the bench, therefore.
Oh, that is. See, this is what if Michael plays his full strength team, the Hammer Sharks will win. But he's got previous on not playing his full team. So then, do I predict he's not going to play his full team? And then we get Michael winning. Actually, we're going to get Michael winning either way.
One is called Michael Win, though.
Yeah, in one way Michael wins, but then the other way Michael wins as well. Which Michael win? That is a question.
When in doubt, go for the best helmet design.
Oh, but this game is causing me some problems.
To be fair, the helmet designs are pretty close as well.
Can I pick both of them?
Just a tie break the system. It's
Yeah.
happened before.
Yeah, but they've had a fix in now.
Doesn't mean there can't be another one somehow.
Right, 49ers, fuck it. Go on, my son.
Simon, you've agreed with me on every game.
Oh no, okay. Hammer Sharks then. Fuck that. That should have been the tiebreaker. Fuck me, why did I not see that? Can't be doing that. That was the easiest tiebreaker ever.
Last week we did all choose the same in like the Continental or something, I think. So
The Empire.
Empire letting us down a bit. Come on.
Boise, what you doing?
the Gamblers Jets game was close.
Yeah.
Got one good game.
One good game with 0 turnovers. Impressive. Doofenshmirtz. Wait a minute.
Junior. I mean, obviously, Ken, a Atlantic OG going with the Durfin shirts. Reference.
It's his son is a quarterback though, as opposed to was it running back, right?
Depends Ben, wasn't it? Durfin shirts.
I can't remember. Now I'm intrigued.
Let's go find out. Atlantic Hall of Fame. Pretty sure Durfin shirts is in the Hall of Fame.
I'd be surprised if he wasn't.
Oh, that's not where is the Hall of Fame? That's the Hall of Fame nominations.
What cares?
Nobody knows.
No one cares.
Yes, everyone cares.
Clearly we do care, otherwise we wouldn't be looking.
Hall of Fame. Yeah.
No one watching cares. I know no one's watching. Oh, okay, doesn't matter then. God,
This is where he's not in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, he was a running back. Yeah, Heinz Durfenschmerz.
Did he play 57 games?
I believe he did. It's the sort of things that people do watch us for. The question is,
See, no one watches this shit, so stop kidding.
Did he give him the first name Heinz? He did as well. Yes.
Junior.
Right. So what does that give us in the next round of the playoffs for the Empire?
Stuff.
That's a juicy game at the top.
That is a very juicy game at the top.
So juicy. I'm calling it now. Straight off the bat.
I mean, I was about to do the same. I was just slower at loading up the annotation.
A juicy game.
Yeah.
Durfin Smarts is doing it.
Monarchs, Rogues. That might be the toughest one. Let's go Monarchs because I keep going with all the home teams. One of these away teams has to win, right?
You'd hope so, right? Strom.
Kind of want to go back through the stats and get every single week 12 and see how many away teams have ever won across all leagues.
Mm.
Yeah. I reckon it must be like on average one per league.
I
might actually go run those stats if I get time.
I'd guess at like 25% ish, like that sort of region. So it's the 1 week where it feels like actually this time around the games have looked closer, but usually it feels like there's a big.
Usually it seems like a very blowout-y week, and this year it seems a lot closer.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, like because it's closer, is the home field advantage just going to make the difference, and therefore all the home teams will do better?
Yeah.
So.
Simon's gone all home teams.
I reckon. The Monarchs do look quite good though. That was the.
It's not a bad shout. That bottom game is close.
It's gonna be a good game.
Home teams In fairness,
So,
if I hadn't like picked all the home teams everywhere else, I might have gone elsewhere.
so standing so far, Nick, you have gone. You went perfect in 3 leagues.
Yeah, I don't know how I've done that. Simon's adding extra stars. Already like 2 seasons ahead of us.
Simon, you're last at the minute. Stop getting another star.
Simon's just given us a head start before he crashes us next week.
That was the general idea, just to make false sense of security.
To be fair, Nick, you should have just chosen the exactly same picks as Simon
For the rest of
from here on out,
out.
because you know that I always mess it up. So the only person you're really competing with is Simon.
It's less fun that way, though, isn't it?
I suppose the
I do-
other thing.
It's always great to have your worst record in the league you play in. So,
Yep.
as Simon
and
is also proving.
the last thing to
Yeah.
check is obviously the hats, because we do like checking in on these.
GFL was complete. Oh,
Atlantic's
full sign-ups for the
complete.
Atlantic now.
Gosh.
Nice.
Big Sky's got 4 teams, including Generals are a playoffs team, aren't they?
Yep, they are. But it is the boring Big Sky, so it's no surprise that 4 teams not subscribed, 2 teams leaving.
Disappointed with the Empire having 5 leaving town, but
Isn't that a good thing, Nick? Because there's 5 teams for you to take over.
it's true. It's 5 different choices.
I think we're going to see a couple of years of churn, and then it should calm down again. I think. But yeah,
Interesting. I mean, to be fair, nearly all of the decisions are made, though, right? 9 outstanding.
yeah, it's not bad. It's total of 9 that haven't paid, 12 that are leaving. Yeah.
1 caretaker, right? So
Yep.
might have a few caretakers next season if depending on how things go. But
I don't think any of these teams are bad enough for caretakers.
it's a shame the Kings coach only just joined this season, right?
I think so, but the game wasn't for him. That's my guess.
Yeah.
Right. Anything else before we bring this to a close?
Go on, Newcastle.
Come on, you Eagles.
So confused.
With Newcastle Eagles, Venice
Yep.
Rivets.
Oh, miles away. I forgot the Big Sky exists.
Yeah, with the system.
With that, it's goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from Lee.